which that's understandable. I'm so used to it. Oh, it says I'm live via Restream. Okay, let's see if Twitter said something about being able to go live on there. Let me see. I was able to add my Twitter account. I'm not for sure if they added an integration to where you can go live on Twitter yet. They may have. Like it said, I could add Twitter. Am I live on Twitter? Let me see. I am live. Nice. Okay. So what is up, everybody? I am live on Restream. I was not going to do my podcast episode live. Let me see if you guys can hear me. But I am waiting for this pink sauce to get here. I'm excited. Let me make sure everybody can hear me. Okay, yeah, I can be heard. I'm a little hyper today because I got a lot of sleep. So, anyways, today what my episode is about is that I was wanting to discuss Nebraska Cornhuskers new head coach hire. So everybody knows that recently they had fired Scott Frost due to his performance on the field as a head coach and his performance off the field and not showing up for practice, they're saying, and all this other la da 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 da. Anyways, my family, like, this is the first time that I've ever really discussed Nebraska on my podcast because, you know, my family, we were basically born into the Nebraska as a Nebraska fan. We were born and raised as Nebraska fans. I mean, yes, I have other teams that I like. I like Michigan. I don't really like Alabama too much. They're a good team, but I don't really like Alabama too much. My aunt lives there. I have an aunt who lives there. She loves Alabama, but I'm a Nebraska fan. If Nebraska does not go to a national championship, let's see. I'm I'm not really into Ohio State as much. Wisconsin, they're all right, pretty good team. Like I like Wisconsin, they're a pretty good team. Um, I used to like the Florida Gators, but I think his name was Spurs' coach at the time. I like quit watching Florida Gators as much. I used to like the Florida Seminoles. I used to watch them I think not Florida Seminoles. Let me see. It's been a while since I watched the Seminoles. Oh, Florida State. Yeah, Florida State Seminoles, not Florida. I'm like, wait a second. So we're not here to talk about Florida State or anybody else. Let's get back on track here. So I woke up this morning. I was so excited. The first thing I did was check to see my location of my pink socks. And it's soon to be delivered. But anyways, like later in the day, my dad got a phone call from somebody like he gets the ins and outs of Nebraska football. We have people we talk to that know what's going on, get the scoop and everything. So, anyways, before it was to be released of who Nebraska was hiring, we already knew that Nebraska had a head coach. Like I already knew, but I did not post it. Like I had already knew this information. But anyways, to respect the university, like I didn't post anything about it. I waited until like it was released because I didn't want anybody to be like, "Who told you?" Trust me, I got insider information. But anyways, They hired Matt Rhule as Nebraska's new head coach. So I went on to ESPN. My dad was like, they didn't announce it. And I'm like, well, they signed an 8-year contract with them, and it was pretty much announced that they hired him. I am making sure that I record this so I can upload this as well. Okay, good. Also, right, if I notice I don't have any viewers on Twitter, that's fine. I'm more concerned about YouTube right now than anything because I was on the wrong channel. I want to make sure I'm on the right channel. So yeah, I'm on the right channel. Okay. No, you can't get my number. I'm already with some. No, we're not doing that. Yeah. No, not getting my number. It's like I don't. For one, I'm already married. Second of all, no, I don't give out to my number to random strangers. Anyways, I'm gonna get back on track now since I like lost my train of thought for a second. Anyways, it was announced on ESPN that Nebraska hired Matt Rhule for the next head coach, and he was fired by the NFL's Carolina Panthers in October for having a 1-4 record. I'm not too happy about that. Not the fact that they hired a coach. I'm just not too happy that they hired him as a head coach. He's had a 1-4 start with the Panthers, so why would you hire him? And overall, he was 11-27 with them. So again, why would you hire him? I feel like this is like a Riley 2.0. I feel like this is a Callahan maybe 3 or 4.0 by now because Callahan ran the West Coast offense. Nebraska is not a West Coast offense team. And I am being nice when I say this. They keep going after coaches that do not run the option, and they wonder why they suck during the year when they're playing. I mean, point blank, they're not a West Coast option team. Like that sucks. Why would you hire a coach that does West Coast? But anyways, they signed him to a 7-year, $62 million deal with the Panthers, and he was fired with 11-27 season record. And why would you hire him? He still owed more than $40 million from the Panthers. It says, wow. So Scott Frost obviously was the fan favorite. He played at Nebraska, won national champions at Nebraska, turned around 2 different teams, and you would have expected, or everybody expected, him to turn around Nebraska after 2 years. There's speculations that he didn't show up for practice, was late for practice, or whatever. I don't know. I wasn't on the field then, but I was told by insiders, that that's what was going on. But he had a lot of personal things going on as well with, my brother told me he lost his dad recently. So that could have been the cause to where he went downhill from coaching Nebraska. I don't know. I mean, I have it on tape recording whenever Scott Frost won against Missouri, whenever he threw the football and the football was kicked in the air and they caught it and made a touchdown and won in 7 seconds. I mean, I had to go find my tape of that. I mean, it's on YouTube also, but I wanted to make sure that I still had it because I remember being a kid and watching that game. And when I think about it, I'm like, well, what happened? Like, what made it to where this elite head coach that had already turned around a team to go undefeated and basically split the national title to what happened at Nebraska. I mean, he had a 16-31 record with Nebraska, 10-26 record in the Big Ten Conference, 5-22 record in games decided by 8 points or less, and a record of 0-14 against ranked opponent. Nebraska fired him 3 games into the 2022 season. Then last year they decided to restructure Scott Frost's salary to pay him $4 million. If Frost would have made it through the season and won 6 games and got to a bowl, he would have gotten another $1 million raise, which that did not happen. Let's see. I think my child is messaging me. Oh, yeah. She's telling me she got a spatula. I don't know why we need a spatula, but I she probably means like a fly swatter. Because I'm like, why do we need a spatula? I don't understand why we need a spatula. But it's all good. If they want to get a spatula, that is great. I thought they were talking about getting a fly swatter, not no spatula. So back in 2009, Scott Frost joined the coaching staff at Oregon, which was a wide receivers coach. He was working under head coach Chip Kelly and offensive coordinator Mark Helfrich. While he was at Oregon, they reached 4 straight BCS bowls, and 3 of Frost's wide receivers were invited to NFL camps. And then back in 2015, he went to UCF, and he was hired as the head coach there. He replaced their head coach, George O'Leary, and interim head coach, Danny Barrett. They won the AAC championship game 62-55 in double overtime, which basically they split the national title. And then Nebraska hired him. Everybody was excited and they were hoping that he would turn Nebraska around. Well, that did not happen. Going into his 4th season, athletic director Trev Alberts just decided that he needed to fire Scott Frost. Did I approve of it? No. I was like, you got this elite head coach, and I don't know how you're going to be able to replace him because you've already fired 6 or 7 other head coaches. Scott Frost had hired and fired coaching assistants, offensive line of coach, and running back coaches. And that still did not fix the situation that was going on with Nebraska. And then going on September 11th, that's when they actually fired Scott Frost the day after Georgia Southern upset the Huskers 45-42. And he was owed $16.4 million due to a clause that came from restructuring his contract. Nebraska would only owed $8.7 if he was fired after October 1st. So knowing that they fired him before that, they owed him $16 million. That's insane. There's a lot of complaints about Nebraska having issues recruiting. They don't want to spend the money to recruit. After 5 or 6 head coaches, you would think that fans would start catching on to this. I mean, I caught on to this a long time ago, but maybe you or others haven't. But Nebraska really has an issue of hiring coaches and then blaming the coaches for their own recruiting problems. It happens with every coach that they have recruiting problems. And it's really sad and depressing to see this happening to Nebraska, knowing that I grew up and they were national champions, to now that they're just like mid average, below average, even team. And then after you fire a really good coach, you get another coach and then you fire them and everything. Like, I considered a 9-2, 10-2 season pretty good. Like Bo Pelini, they had 9-2, but the problem with Bo Pelini was he liked to cuss a lot on the field and get mouthy off the field and stuff like that. And he did some other things, so they felt the need that they needed to fire him. Overall, he was a pretty good coach. It's just that the way he acted with his mouth was horrible. And I feel that the way that Nebraska fired head coach Scott Frost was very disrespectful. And that's just my opinion. And I personally feel that with the new head coach, after 2 years and after they lose several games, they're going to probably want to fire this head coach. And are they going to fire Trev Alberts next? Because that is what I expected. I expected you go out and fire your AD and fire your head coach and start from scratch if your team is that bad. I really hope that after they find out that this coach is horrible and he loses a lot when at Nebraska, that they decide to step up and fire the AD Trev Alberts. Now, my brother was telling me that a lot of YouTubers were wanting Scott Frost fired and that they were wanting, I guess it's Matt Rhule as head coach and stuff like that. And I said, well, I'm a YouTuber. I don't want that person as head coach. I went and looked at his record and I'm just like, no. Why does it show I'm live twice on Twitter? This is crazy. It's showing I'm live twice. Let me delete this. I didn't know that once you ended it, it still shows you as live. That's freaky. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's still working. Everybody, if you have to, click on my other link because I did not know that it posted it twice. Okay. Yeah, it's still there. Sorry about that. My brother was saying that there was a clause in the contract stating that he can't be fired. But we all know that if Nebraska doesn't like you, they're going to fire you. Point blank. So I don't know what made him think by adding that into the clause that that was going to fix the situation at Nebraska. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I had my mic muted. Was it muted this whole time? Let me see. Let me rewind. Okay, well, anyways, I think I was muted. Sorry about that. Let me go back and talk about this. So, anyways, Matt Rule is not a head coach that I would have hired. I had discussed his whole history at Penn State, playing there. So he knows more about the Big Ten and how they operate. I cannot believe that messed up half of my stream. Yeah, 14. Gosh, wow. Sorry about that. It messed up like half my stream. Let me go back and see. It's all right. It doesn't bother me. Like, I'm okay with it. I've been streaming long enough to know that mishap happens, and I don't need to delete my restream and start from scratch. So it's saying that Matt Rule said one of the things that drew me to it is knowing that Scott Frost had been there for the last several years. Rule said, Scott Frost is a coach that I truly respect and considered a friend, and so I know that program has a good culture. I know they know how to work. Well, the problem with Nebraska is that they go out and hire coaches, but they don't want to spend the money on recruiting. And then whenever they recruit horrible players or they don't get recruits, they blame the head coach. And Nebraska finished 4-8 in their 2020 season with a 24-17 win against Iowa the other day, which was pretty good. So Matt Rule was less than 3 seasons into his 7-year contract with the Panthers, and he was fired. So whenever my brother told me that a lot of YouTubers wanted Matt Rule as head coach or whatever, I'm just like, I'm not a person that wants Matt Rule, and I'm on YouTube. To me, he is not the head coach that Nebraska needs. He does like a West Coast spread type of offense. Is same as Callahan. Um, the spread just likes to spread the defense out. And West Coast, that's what Callahan ran, which is similar to the spread, where they throw horizontal passing routes instead of running option plays to stretch out the defense, which is pretty much the spread. The spread. So if this did not work with Callahan, I am wondering what the university thinks by hiring him, Matt Rule, to run the spread West Coast offense at Nebraska again. Because I'm not okay with this. Personally, I know they don't care, but knowing that my family has been Nebraska fans all my life and all their lives, we want to see Nebraska succeed. We want to see Nebraska win national titles. We want them to get back up in the rankings. I see the Majesty, her queen, is trending on Twitter. This would have been her 75th anniversary to and her wedding. Wow. So, okay, speaking of this, supposedly they're saying that Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth had cancer and she continued to keep calm and carry on. She continued to lead on her nation and commonwealth, carried on her dedication like she has done for 70 years. That's sad if this is true. Really sad. That is really sad. I hope it's not true, but all right, I'm gonna go get something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My family is so funny. Let me know what you think about Nebraska hiring Matt Rhule, because I'm not too excited about this. Oh, I just uh went onto Twitter and I guess something's going on with Diamond, with Diamond and Silk. And she was saying to pray for Diamond. I hope she's okay. I just responded to Stephen King because he was saying Twitter ain't cars and Twitter ain't rockets. Okay. I guess he's upset that Elon Musk bought Twitter. So I tweeted him and said books and movies are different too. You create movies and create books and they're different. To me, I might be giving me a drink. But anyways, to me, I'm okay with Elon owning Twitter. I've never met him. Oh, Mickey Joseph is now trending on Twitter. Let's listen to him. Okay, let me stop that. So that was Mickey Joseph saying that I could have went anywhere in the country when I left LSU, but I chose to come back to Nebraska. It's a good feeling. I love Nebraska. I love the state. I love the people. I love everything what Nebraska stands about. So, what is going to happen with Mickey Joseph? Is he become the assistant? So everybody there. Oh well, let's see. Everybody's saying that they want him as an assistant because he has good recruiting. So I'm gonna follow Matt Rhule on Twitter so then I can follow what's going on at Nebraska. Oh, I just was like banging my pin thing on my desk and my dog started barking upstairs. So Nebraska spent like $50 million on Mike Riley and Frost, and they went 0-7 versus Iowa. They paid Mickey Joseph $30K a month, and he is 1-0 versus Iowa. Let's hear what QB Casey Thompson says. So there's a lot of people saying that they don't want Mickey Joseph to leave. So Adam Gorney tweeted 3 hours ago. He said after trading messages with a bunch of Nebraska commits and targets in both 23 and 24 class, one thing is clear following the hiring of Matt Rhule, they want Mickey Joseph on staff. And Mickey Joseph announced also that the defense is getting their black shirts back in the lockers on Monday. Today, earlier. No, on Monday. Sorry. I keep forgetting today's Saturday. I don't know why I thought today was Monday. But Nebraska won against Iowa 24-17. It was pretty nice to see them win. Here's Mickey Joseph. See if you can hear this. Hi. I don't think can be heard on there. Hi. I don't think can be heard on there. Yeah. I'm gonna have to set it to where I don't think you guys can hear these people talking. I might have to go into my settings and see. I don't know what's going on upstairs. I hear the dogs barking. Maybe my pink sauce is here. I'm gonna go check and see if my pink sauce is here. Hold on. Nope, it is not here yet. She got a letter from me for me in the mail. Fudge. I was getting all excited. I'm like, let me check and see if there's an update about it. Oh, I was already clicked on it. I messed up. Oh, I got an achievement unlocked at Restream. I'm checking to see where my pink size is. Oh, it says it's out for delivery, so it can be here between now and 9. I'm good. As long as I know, where it's located at, like I'm okay with it getting here on Monday. Now, if it gets delivered at someone else's house, then that's when I'd get upset. But my neighbors are pretty cool. They won't do that to me. I got 2 bottles, so I might share them a bottle. I wonder if I can change the settings. Oh wait, I can settings. Oh, what? Okay, so I gotta upgrade it if I want to stream higher than 720. There we go. I upgraded the definition to 720. Do I gotta upgrade? Do I want oh, let's do magenta. You need solid green background. What? You need a solid green background. Check out your green screen guide. Let's see, blue. Let's just do blue. I don't know. I don't really know too much about Restream. I don't use it that much. Add source. You can embed the stream too. Nice. Well, I upgraded it to 720p. Anyways, to get back on track here. Is this like showing? Yeah, it is showing me talking. I just want to make sure because I noticed it does like with this another platform that it makes it to where the middle thing moves whenever you're talking, like up and down, like a I don't know, it's so weird. Anyways, hi. I hope everybody's doing good today. If not, I hope everybody's doing better by Monday. I'm going to be doing a podcast episode of the Delphi murders. I was gonna do that one first and then do the Matt Rhule hire with Nebraska Cornhuskers, but I decided to do this one instead. Oh, did I turn my music off? I did. Did I? Or is it still playing? What's going on? Stop. I don't know. My music stopped playing and I don't know what happened to it. There it goes. I don't know if you guys You're right. Okay, there we go. There we go. I might not use Restream again. I like having an app, not like a website you go to go live on. Well, right now I think they're the only ones that allow Twitter, so I might have to. I don't know. But with Matt Rhule doing like a spread that is similar to the West Coast, like Callahan, it may be possible that he will only last a few seasons at Nebraska. And I really hope that they decide or they want to fire Matt Rhule, and they get rid of Trev Alberts too. And just so everybody knows, I'm keeping my comments turned off. Keep my comments turned off. So, if you want to say anything in my streams, you have to come say it when I'm live because I don't allow commenting after my content's already uploaded. Oh, I had to take my sinuses are draining really bad, causing my allergies to act up. Which sucks really bad. Plus, I've been outside in the cold today, so every time I go out in the cold, I'm allergic to the trees and stuff like that. Oh, she was telling me she got a free ice cream because my dad got McDonald's. I really hope that he succeeds because I really want Nebraska to succeed. Like, I want them to be able to go to national championships and win. You know, it's good for the university. It's good for the players. It's good for the fans. I hope that they can go next year and win all the games. But I just don't see that happening with Matt Rhule. And that's just my opinion. Hopefully he does succeed. Hopefully it doesn't end up being like a Callahan 3.0, Riley 2.0 error going on. Because that's the way I see it going on. I feel exactly like that. And I don't really care if anybody gets upset over my opinions because my opinions are my own. You're allowed to have your own opinion. most everybody that I've talked to have pretty much the same opinion as me. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh yeah, it was announced 5 years ago, 5 hours ago. I tried to tell my father that they announced it today that he was head coach. Somebody said fine, I withdraw my Fox Pliny. Um it's a parody account of Bull Pliny. Someone said the same thing I did. Dang. I'm gonna have to go get me some water. Rhule bounced around during his career, and someone said that they don't feel that Rhule will stay for 8 years as per the contract. He turned around a couple of programs, and they said Frost turned around one, and it didn't help him at Nebraska. There's not been much luck bringing in a pro coach. Yeah, see, someone also said the other thing that I said. He's 11-27 in his 2+ seasons at Carolina. Baylor, Rhule went 111 in his first season in 2017. So again, why did Nebraska hire him? It is so cold outside. Let's see, extra camera. I don't need to add an extra camera. Why do I want to add an extra camera? I'm good with not having a camera. Like, good with. Well, anyways, how long have I been live for? Oh, an hour and 4 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream right now. I notice it's an hour long. And you're ridiculous too, coming into my chat and wasting my time reading your um comment. Like, are you serious? You have no profile picture. You have nothing uploaded on your channel, no videos, and you're coming in here disrespecting. No, goodbye. Like, is this it? Am I having to look at your channel? Like, yeah, you got 42 subscribers and shorts and video 2 weeks ago. Okay, we're not gonna discuss what's on your channel, but anyways, yeah, don't be in my chat being disrespectful. You only got 42 subscribers. And I'm not going to be rude about that because you still need to work on your channel. So is this it seriously? Yes. Is it seriously that you need to come in my chat room? No, you can go bug somebody else. So you're being removed from my comment section. And don't comment that kind of garbage in my chat again. I don't know if you're a kid or what, but it does not matter.